On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Dynamism.
The quality of being characterized by continuous change, activity, and progress, energy or forcefulness in movement or action.
Examples:
The dynamism of the market. Creative dynamism. The dynamism of the new CEO has revitalized the struggling company.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Endlessly.
In a way that continues for a long time or seems to have no end or limit.
Examples:
Repeat endlessly. Worry endlessly about our future. The procession of demonstrators was endlessly continuing.
Chop.
To cut something into pieces with a sharp tool, such as a knife.
Examples:
Chop wood. Chop a meat with a knife. The cook chopped the vegetables for the soup.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Reduction.
A decrease in size, amount, or degree.
Examples:
Reduction strategy. A gradual reduction. The reduction in carbon emissions has been significant since the implementation of the new policy.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples:
Laboratory accident. Anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Magnitude.
The extent, level, importance, or amount of something.
Examples:
A star of the first magnitude. The magnitude of the disaster. The magnitude of the earthquake was measured at 7.8 on the Richter scale.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Microscopic.
Tiny, exceedingly precise and detail-oriented, of or used in microscopy.
Examples:
Microscopic inquiry. Microscopic analysis. Inspectors noticed microscopic cracks in the submarine's hull.
Particle.
A small piece of something, a word or piece of a term with grammatical function, but little or no significance.
Examples:
Charged particle. Particle energy. We can calculate the position of the particles statistically.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples:
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the 3rd millennium.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples:
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples.
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples.
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Resolve.
To find a suitable answer to the problems or difficulty.
Examples.
Resolve a dispute. Resolve the computer error. This company resolves its battery problem completely.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples.
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Approximate.
Nearly accurate or correct, but not completely so.
Examples.
Linear approximate equation. Approximate time. The approximate cost of the project was estimated to be around $500,000.
Chunk.
A thick and solid mass or piece of something.
Examples.
A chunk of money. A tiny chunk of meat. The new startup company carved out a large chunk of the market within a year.
Calculation.
The act or process of using numbers to judge an amount of something.
Examples.
Make a calculation. Calculation of loss and gain. The error in the calculation was attributable to rounding.
Punch.
To strike someone or something with one's fist, to make a hole in something.
Examples.
Punch out numbers. Punch a ticket. He punched the wall in anger.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples.
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Arctic.
Of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples.
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Equation.
The act of regarding as equal, mathematics, a statement that expresses the equality of two expressions by connecting them with the equal sign. The equation of poverty with ignorance. A chemical equation. In this class, you will learn how to solve quadratic equations.
Melt.
To turn from something solid into something soft or liquid as a result of heating.
Examples:
Melt the ice. Melt down gold. Her resistance melted under his persuasion.
Flux.
The state of constantly changing or flowing. The rate of flow of energy or particles across a particular place.
Examples:
Flux density. Flux of particles. The town's population was in flux, with many people moving in and out.
Encapsulate.
To enclose or envelop something within a capsule or a membrane, to express or summarize the essence or core of something in a condensed form.
Examples:
Encapsulate the message. Encapsulate the essence. The movie can encapsulate the book's spirit, bringing it to life on screen.
Dissipate.
To disperse or scatter widely.
Examples:
Dissipate heat. Dissipate stress. The fog dissipated, and the air cleared up.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Absorb.
To take in a fluid or other substance gradually.
Examples:
Absorb energy. Absorb a shock. The sponge absorbs water well.
Vegetation.
Plants in general, particularly those indigenous to a particular region or spot.
Examples:
Tropical vegetation. Dense vegetation. The vegetation in the area is quite diverse.
Transport.
A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples:
Sales representation, binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Emergent.
Starting to exist or view, or to become known.
Examples:
Emergent repair of an aorta. An emergent republic. Extensive areas of emergent plants are usually called marsh.
Swirl.
To move in a circular or spiral pattern.
Examples:
Swirl the wine. Swirl up dirt and dust. The chef expertly swirled the sauce onto the plate.
Cyclone.
A violent, rotating windstorm that forms over tropical waters and can cause extensive damage to coastal regions, also known as a hurricane or typhoon, depending on the region in which it occurs.
Examples:
Cyclone warning. Devastating cyclone. The cyclone's strong winds and rough seas severely impacted the fishing industry.
Gulf.
A large ocean inlet or deep bay that is partially enclosed by land.
Examples:
Gulf War. Gulf Stream. The Gulf of Mexico is a body of water in the southern United States.
Pacific.
Peaceful in character or intent, tending to lessen or avoid conflict, calm or soothing in manner or tone. Noun, as Pacific, the largest and deepest of Earth's oceanic divisions.
Examples:
Pacific nature disposition. The Pacific Ocean. They adopted a pacific approach to resolving their differences, emphasizing dialogue and understanding.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Interaction.
The act of connecting with someone, mainly when working, playing, or spending time with them.
Examples:
The interaction between man and his environment. Interaction among human beings. The interaction of the two groups is good for brainstorming.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Wiggle.
To move or cause to move up and down or from side to side in short and quick movements.
Examples:
Wiggle her lips. Wiggle with excitement. Her hips wiggle as she walks.
Spin.
To cause something to rotate rapidly, to cause someone to feel dizzy or disoriented.
Examples:
Spin a top. Spin thread out of cotton. The tornado is spinning across the countryside, destroying everything in its path.
Wobble.
To move or shake unsteadily from side to side or up and down.
Examples:
Wobble a few steps. Wobble chair. The table wobbled a little when I put my drink on it.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity. Of medicine, the bony cavity in the skull that houses the eyeball and its associated structures, like muscles, nerves, and blood vessels.
Examples:
The orbit of the moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Biomass.
The total quantity of living matter in a given unit of environment, including plants, animals, and microorganisms.
Examples:
Biomass energy. Fuel biomass. The biomass in a forest can be measured by collecting and weighing all living plants within a specific area.
Aerosol.
A substance enclosed under pressure and released as a fine spray, typically one used for medical purposes or cosmetic application.
Examples:
Aerosol container. Aerosol can. She waited a few seconds after spraying the aerosol insecticide before entering the room.
Ozone.
A poisonous gas with the chemical formula O3, which has a strong smell.
Examples:
Ozone depletion. Atmospheric ozone. The ozone layer is vital for blocking some harmful sun rays.
Deforest.
To clear an area of forest or trees.
Examples:
Deforest a mountain. Deforest millions of acres. The company planned to deforest a large rainforest area to make way for a new plantation.
Evaporate.
To turn a liquid into a gas, to become less intense and disappear gradually.
Examples:
Evaporate the water. Evaporate almost overnight. The sun will evaporate the mist.
Greenhouse.
A building with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material, such as glass, for growing plants in.
Examples:
Exotic plants in a greenhouse. Emissions of greenhouse gases. The greenhouse effect is a phenomenon that happens naturally.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Advisedly.
Done with careful consideration or thought, deliberately or intentionally.
Examples:
Consider advisedly. Speak advisedly. He advisedly chose not to take any risks before the important exam.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
Observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Stratosphere.
The second layer of the Earth's atmosphere, extending from about 7 to 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface, containing the ozone layer.
Examples:
Stratosphere layer. Stratosphere ozone. The ozone layer, which protects us from harmful UV radiation, is in the stratosphere.
Eruption.
An instance of a sudden and violent release of lava, gas, or ash from a volcano, a sudden outburst or explosion of something.
Examples:
Eruption alert level. Emotional eruption. The volcanic eruption caused widespread destruction and left the area covered in ash.
Mount.
To increase, go up, or advance gradually or continuously, to prepare and supply with the necessary equipment for execution or performance, to ride on something or someone.
Examples:
Mount a hill. Mount a counterattack. They mounted pictures on the paper in preparation for the birthday card.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Outburst.
A sudden, violent, and uncontrolled expression of emotion, usually anger or excitement, a sudden release of energy or feeling.
Examples:
Outburst of applause. Violent outburst. My boss's sudden outburst shocked and scared me.
Atlantic.
Relating to or located near the Atlantic Ocean, which is the second largest ocean on Earth, located between the continents of North and South America to the west and Europe and Africa to the east.
Examples:
Atlantic breeze. Atlantic salmon. The Atlantic hurricane season runs from June to November each year.
Scope.
The range of one's perceptions, thoughts, or actions, or a subject that.
Examples:
Scope of a project. Have broad scope. The scope of human thought is diverse.
Interact.
To communicate or react with somebody.
Examples:
Interact directly with customers. Interact with one another. He should interact more with his colleagues.
Organic.
Pertaining to or derived from biological substance, producing plants and animals for food and other items without the use of synthetic chemicals.
Examples:
Organic soils. Eat organic food. Kidney is an organic component of the body.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Intersect.
To meet or cross one another.
Examples:
Intersect at a point. Railways intersect the country. Her multidisciplinary works intersect music and picture with writing.
Rainfall.
The amount of rain that falls in a specific location at a particular moment.
Examples:
The mean annual rainfall. Heavy rainfall. These plants thrive in hot climates with abundant rainfall.
Pollution.
The introduction of harmful substances or waste into the natural environment that causes adverse change.
Examples:
Environmental pollution. High levels of air pollution. The pollution is endangering the local plants and animals.
Wisp.
A thin, delicate strand or vestige of something, such as smoke, vapor, or a piece of hair, a faint, barely perceptible indication or hint of something, a small creature or fairy, often depicted as a hovering, translucent figure.
Examples:
A wisp of mist. A wisp of conversation. The wisp of smoke from the candle added to the room's cozy ambience.
Sulfur.
Also sulfur, a chemical element with the symbol S and atomic number 16, found in many minerals and sulfur compounds, often used in the production of fertilizers, rubber, paper, and other industrial applications.
Examples:
Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur mine. The sulfur emissions from the nearby factory caused the rotten egg smell.
Sunlight.
The light emitted by the sun, the rays of the sun.
Examples:
A glare of sunlight. Indirect sunlight. Radiation from sunlight has a different wavelength.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
Coexist.
To live or exist together at the same time in the same place.
Examples:
Coexist with nature. Coexist with diversity. The different species can coexist in the same ecosystem by filling different niches and using different resources.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples:
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Variability.
The fact or quality of something being likely to vary.
Examples:
Natural variability. Climate variability. There is considerable variability in all the test scores.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples.
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Uncertain.
Not being sure of something, not being able to choose.
Examples.
Numerous uncertain factors. Take an uncertain attitude. She was uncertain about her friend's intentions.
Mitigate.
To make less severe or less intense, to alleviate or lessen the adverse effects of something.
Examples.
Mitigate risk. Mitigate a natural disaster. Efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change require a coordinated and sustained effort by governments, businesses, and individuals.
Emission.
The act of production or sending out gas, heat, light, etc.
Examples.
Global emissions of greenhouse gases. The emission of light. There are 5 distinct emissions at 5 unique wavelengths.
Business as usual.
Continuing or proceeding in the same way as usual, despite adverse events or circumstances.
Examples.
Business as usual approach. Maintain business as usual. Even though there was a crisis, the company tried to continue with business as usual.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples.
Attitude toward mistakes. Attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples.
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Depletion.
The reduction of something, especially a natural resource, to a critically low level.
Examples.
Depletion of bodily fluids. Depletion of ozone. The depletion of natural resources is a major concern for environmentalists.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples.
Develop a strategy. develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples:
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.